Join us for a port day in Seyne-sur-Mer. Most people use this as a gateway to Provence or Toulon, but we don't want to pay a $25 per person shuttle, so we decided to make it an easy walkable day in the actual port town of Seyne-sur-Mer. If you don't want to walk in the heat, many people just stop by the local artisan market right off the port stop just to pick up some quick souvenirs.
Many people are going to the Princess Shuttle. Okay, where are we going?
Just to walk around the town a little here.
Most people are taking the Princess Shuttle here, which is prepaid. It's $25 per person to go across the bay to Toulon.
It's round trip as many times as you want.
Getting to town meant about a 25-minute walk, mostly in the sun, so definitely bring a hat or sunglasses if you're doing this in July. But about 10 minutes in, you see this steel frame building that appears out of nowhere, brick, industrial, and clearly abandoned. Turns out it's Le Hyères Mécanique, built in 1907, where this town built and repaired naval ships for almost 100 years. Nearly 1,500 vessels came out of that building, and obviously it's closed now, but the city is in the middle of turning into something new, Cité Bleue. But our walk towards town was not without beautiful surprises. I was impressed with so many murals along the streets. Some were obviously comics, and some were just artistic, and a lot of oceanic imagery as well, which makes sense for being such a nautical town. But there was some really beautiful street art on what looked to be very industrial buildings, so it did make the walk pretty pleasant. My absolute favorite stop of the day wasn't on any list. It was a store called Charlemagne. It smelled like fresh paper and art supplies, and it was basically my candy store. They had high-end paints, printmaking supplies, drawing, sketching gear, paint by numbers, open concept bookstore upstairs, and a copy center. This is clearly where every creative in the region comes. I walked out with water-blendable colored pencils, switching up from painting, and this local coloring book where you could fill in odd little shapes until a regional travel poster reveals itself. It was a perfect mindless thing to do while paint layer dries, and I was super excited to find this creative little hub. Now, walking through the small town on a summer day, you can see that everything really surrounds the port area. It's a very naval town, so there's definitely everything from small boats to industrial to military-grade ones. I also saw some beautiful little streets and found this beautiful church walking along the paths here. You can definitely feel a history here. There's a lot of pastel buildings and really intricate architecture that you should check out. From there, I wandered around the local market where I found fresh produce, tons of locals going about their day-to-day, cute shops, booths selling artisanal goods, more street art and murals on these winding cobble streets. Everything was sunlit and just had this small town feel that was really pretty, and I enjoyed just walking around. And of course, no day is complete for me without finding a place to texture journal, so I did find this plaque that had some amazing imprints of the town name before I walked back to the ship. Today was very simple, it was hot, it was easy, but it was cool to get a piece of history and explore a town that really isn't performing for tourists. It's very much a local French Rivieran town, and I was so stoked to find this jackpot of an art shop. So if you are considering staying nearby the port, this was a great option for me, particularly being a creative. Stay tuned for more port guides as we sail along the Mediterranean, Norway, UK, and beyond.